Okay, so here we go. Let me share my screen and we'll get started and we'll see if anyone else pops in here in a little bit. Oh, we got Dylan. Oh boy, I'm excited. Okay, so we're up to how many we had last week. We have four, so we'll see if we can get five. My friend, Mrs. Pascogan, I don't know if any of you guys have her, but she had like 13 people show up last week. That's like a record, so that's pretty amazing. Okay, so this week we are talking about asking for help. Does anybody have a hard time doing this?
Not really.
A little, anyone? Any? Okay. I know Emily was struggling a little bit this morning about reaching out to one of her teachers, right, Emily? Okay. Did you send her a message? Okay, good. So today we're going to talk about asking for help. And I actually had to do this the other night with my husband. I said, I need help with making dinner. My kids eat like hash browns and fries, and it's I do not get parent of the year for cooking. I'll tell you that. It's rough some nights. We are literally I don't know if you guys use an air fryer, but we're throwing stuff in an air fryer and trying to get out the door, and it's just pure chaos. So anyway, you need to learn to ask for help, whether it's in life, in school. It's just really a life skill that you need. Okay, so before we get started though, it's would you rather. Okay, so we're gonna play this here. Appear as a guest on your favorite TV show or have a lifetime backstage passes for any concert you attend. So think about that. Your all-time favorite show, if you can go back and appear as a guest, or do you want the backstage passes for concerts? Okay. Jordan, you might have to do number one or number two. Jordan, are you taking the TV show or are you taking the concert? She's taking the TV show. Oh, okay. Can you chat with us and put in the box what your favorite TV show is? Ah, favorite. Okay, so you have to share your favorite show with us. Okay, we can come back to you. Okay, Skylar, are you taking your favorite TV show or are you taking the concert?
The TV show, and the only reason is because my father uses a line. I'm not a doctor, but I played one on TV, and I
Oh,
feel like I could actually use that.
what is that from?
I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that too. Is that it's on like a commercial or something? Yeah. Okay. Emily, what are you taking? You're taking the TV show or are you going for the concerts? You're going for the concerts. Okay. You like your concerts? Yeah, okay. That's a good choice. And Dylan, are we taking the TV show or are you a music man?
See, I would pick concerts, but the thing is, all of the bands I listen to are from like the 60s, and they've all broken up by now. So I guess my favorite TV show.
What's your favorite TV show?
There's this old sitcom from the 90s called Cheers.
Oh, Cheers. Yes.
It's
So if you
fantastic.
could, yeah, bring it back and then, yeah, we can do that. Yes. Cheers. Everyone knows your name, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. I like it. Okay. Let's see here. So for me, I love This Is Us and I love Ed Sheeran. So I think I might take the concert passes though. So I've seen Ed in concert twice now. So that's one of my he just amazes me. Like he's a one man guy and he can just like perform. It's just absolutely crazy. And the last concert I went to, I was surrounded by kids probably your age. I was probably one of the oldest people there. So I thought Ed Sheeran was like a person for old people. He's not. Apparently, young people really like Ed Sheeran. So okay. So I need help in being able to ask for help. And looks like the psychiatrist says, okay, you do need some help. So this is a skill. I mean, it really, truly is. I went to the doctor the one day and she was like, oh, what are you involved in? Da, da, da. It was just like a checkup. And she's like, oh my gosh, you're involved in so much stuff. She's like, you need to learn to ask for help or you need to learn to say no. And I'm like, oh, I usually just, get through everything. And she's like, no, 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 you need to learn to ask for help. Like it truly is a skill. Okay. I don't know if anyone watches South Park here. It's not always the very most appropriate, but I need your help. So, and okay. So our learning targets for today, I can apply all the resources I have to help me with my learning, and I can apply resources, to help me achieve my career and my college goals. Okay, so asking for help. Click on the Padlet. So I'm going to share the Padlet with you in the chat box. And you're going to share some reasons as to why people might be reluctant to reach out for help. So why do people suffer? Why do people, why are we afraid to ask for help? Why are we not a society that just says, hey, I need some help? Okay, so let me get the link out here. You guys keep thinking about, why are we afraid to reach out for help? And I wish I could have stole my friend's video that she had just made. Mrs. Pascoga made an awesome video that from the song "Help, I Need Somebody," and she did a TikTok. If anyone uses TikTok, but so that was her thing today. So okay, so think: why are we reluctant to reach out for help? Click on the Padlet and tell me why. You can write your name. Just brainstorm. Lots of reasons. Anything. Why don't we ask for help? Oh, I like that. That's a good one. I'll get this off of here so we can see. Yeah, embarrassed. Yeah, some people. I remember sitting in math class sometimes and everyone I felt like around me knew how to do the problem and I had no clue. And I was like, oh, should I raise my hand? Should I not raise my hand? Yeah. So sometimes you just sit there and you don't really know what's going on. Has anyone ever just kind of sat there and didn't ask for help when they probably should have?
I haven't, yeah.
Me. Yeah, so there's been times I definitely probably should have asked for help. It could be seen as negative. You could be seen as weak. You know, why can't you do this on your own? Why do you need help? You know, why are you asking for anything? Oh yeah, you don't want to be a pain. That's a really good one as well. You know, you don't want to inconvenience anybody. But yeah, so at work here, you know, sometimes we ask for help and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we should help each other even more. And, you know, we're getting good at that learning, guys. You know, we share things that we create and, you know, we try to help each other. But yeah, some people just, you know, you just don't reach out for help. I like it. Okay. Try to move my PowerPoint. That's not part of it. Okay, so here's a very short clip on how to be better at asking for help. So hopefully this is up loud enough. Let me see here. Here we go. Oh, that didn't work. Sorry. There we go.
We could all use a little help sometimes, but asking for it often makes us feel so uncomfortable. Research shows that people underestimate the odds of getting assistance when they ask for it by nearly 50%. Social psychologist Heidi Grant is the author of the recently published book, Reinforcements: How to Get People to Help You. She says we're actually wired to be helpful, but have to learn the best ways to ask. Heidi Grant, good morning and welcome to the table. You know what I learned after reading your book? That I'm doing everything wrong. Starting with, I always feel that it's a burden to ask somebody to do something, so I hate asking, number one. And number two, I never ask in person. I like an email or a text or a by the by. You said that's wrong.
Yeah, you're kind of doing everything wrong. Yeah. The truth is that it's you know, yes, there's an extent to which when we ask someone for their help, we're asking them to put in effort, we're asking them to take time. But for the most part, we're really overestimating that. We're focusing only on that and not thinking about how rewarding it is actually be helpful. There's tons of research that shows there's basically nothing human beings do that's more rewarding and gives them a bigger boost of self-esteem than being helpful. So people actually like helping. They get a warm glow. They get a kick out of it.
But I feel you're putting people on the spot.
I mean, to some extent you are. There is a discomfort when people have to say no. And that is actually part of the reason why asking over email or text is a bad idea, because they're not as on the spot. You know, it's easier for you to ask by email because you feel more comfortable. It's easier for them to say no because they feel more comfortable.
So important. Pick up the phone.
Oh, pick up the phone.
In fact, you've got data that shows a person is 34 times more effective when they ask in person.
Yeah, in person or by phone. It's that live interaction 34 times more likely to get a yes. And we do this all the time. People ask by email. They'll do the even worse thing, which is send a group email. So send an email to 20 people asking if one of them can help, and everyone just ignores that because they think somebody else already helped.
Yeah. The trouble of the commons. Heidi, let me ask you this. Somebody once said you can separate the world into two people: the people who ask and don't mind if you tell them no, and the people who say, oh no, they're not going to. I'm not going to ask, and then you shrink off. What distinguishes a person if they're in one camp or another? I mean, are there certain traits that you have that put you in one or the other?
I don't think it's so much. I think it's a little bit life experience. And those people who ask have just sort of caught on to the fact that it's very difficult to be successful in life without asking for a lot of help. And so they've kind of just built that muscle of getting past the discomfort. You know, we talk a lot about how important it is to have a network, right, of allies, and people spend a lot of time building that network to be successful, but then they don't know how to tap into the network by asking those people to actually help them.
And you said don't assume people are mind readers. You have to let people know that you need help.
Yeah, including your spouse and everyone else. The truth is our need for help is far less obvious than we believe it is. It's obvious to us. It's not obvious to anyone else. You have to explicitly ask.
And you say be specific about what your ask is. I can sometimes get an email and I'm like, well, what is it that they want?
Yeah,
There's
what do
all
you
this,
want?
what
it's
is
like
this?
the worst when someone sends you an email and they say, you know, I'd love to just get together and chat.
Catch up.
Or catch up. And it's like, well, no, you want something.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
tell me what you want so I can tell you.
Let's-
Exactly.
I'd like to banish the phrase "pick your brain."
Oh, right?
That's, but
I actually say that.
yeah. Oh no, you are doing everything wrong, Dale.
I know.
But how about the other? How about the other end of the telescope? So when you're a person, should you make yourself available to help other people? In other words, help lower the barrier for other people so that they might, just as being a friend.
I think that's a really useful thing to do because we do have to recognize people will find it uncomfortable to ask. So if you invite that, it's going to be easier. There is research that shows that you want to be careful though, because being a giver is a great thing to a point, but some givers can experience a lot of burnout when they give too much and they don't focus enough on themselves. So you want to always strike that balance between giving as much as you can, but making sure you're still taking care of you.
So your best way to ask for help without being a burden to people is what?
Well, to be as explicit as possible, to say this is exactly what I need and exactly how I need it, and then they can feel confident that they can make a decision about whether or not they can help you. Everyone wants to be an effective helper.
Yes.
No one wants to be a bad helper. So the more clear you are, the better.
I need Heidi to be an effective helper and help us get out here at the commercial. So thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So what do you guys think? Should we be asking for help? Dylan, go ahead. Oh, Dylan, what were you going to say? What do you think?
I was just saying that, you know, I mean, I kind of agree, you know, doing things in person, even my own experience, you know, things are different when you're, you know, asking someone something to their face versus just sending them, you know, like there's no emotion in that. You can't, you know, relate to something like that.
Yeah, if somebody comes to you in person, it's a lot harder to say no. Do you guys agree with that? If you're kind of cornered, but if somebody sends you that text, is it kind of easy to avoid it? Even if you maybe just don't want to go wherever they want to go or meet you somewhere or do whatever, you know, it's a lot easier to avoid that text. I also, what did they say at the end? There was something oh boy, what's it? It was like right at the end of the video. I forget what she said. Let me see if I can fast forward it real quick.
We could all use a little help sometimes, but asking for it often
It was such a good,
feels so
I don't know if I can get it up here.
Research shows that people underestimate.
It's not going to work. Okay, it's kind of like all stuck there. But there was something like there were bullet points at the end. Nope, not going to work. There were bullet points at the end, and it just kind of went, and it was like this, this, and this. And I thought, oh my goodness, you know, I do so many of these things that I shouldn't. But we should really ask for help. We shouldn't, like, in person, not in the text, and they're more likely to say yes because people, they said, do want to help. They just need to know what you need help with. Okay, and ways to ask for help at CPDLF. This is a big one. I don't know if anyone's done it before. If you have a tech problem, this is a huge one. Go into the CPDLF support. Has anyone done this yet? Tech problems or, okay. So you just go in, you can fill out a ticket, go in through Google, and they'll help you out. Hangouts, which I know lots of you have reached out to me by Hangouts, which is perfect. And your instructors, that's wonderful. You can call CPDLF. Email's perfect too. I check my email each day. I text people or I email people back. I just went through all my email now. And I try to sort it and get back to people quickly. So there are many, many, many ways to reach out for help at CPDLF. Okay. So we're here for you. And you guys have a great week. Okay. So I want to try to find a way to end that. Okay. Any questions? Or what questions do you have for me, I should say? Nothing? No questions? Do you guys like this little guy? Do you guys watch the Minions? I don't know if anyone's a Minion guy. You guys do. This used to be a popular costume for Halloween. I don't know if it still is, if it's gone away or not, but this was a big thing years ago. I saw like little kids dressed up as little Minions, and they were adorable. But yeah, I don't know if it's still popular or not. I've outgrown that. My one son's going to be some military person, and the other one wants to be a pilot. So they're past the cute Minion days. They're on to like things where they can kill people and stuff. They're into like military scary things, and they'd probably dress up like that scary mask, that the one that's white and stuff if I let them, and go scare people. But we're trying to avoid that yet. I don't know. Do you guys still trick or treat, or is that past the age?
Yeah.
A
I
little
don't anymore.
maybe. I always said I'd rather the teenagers trick or treat and come get the candy rather than wreak havoc. I said, if you're 18 and you want to dress up and come get candy, I'm perfectly okay with that at my house.
Was 18 the limit?
I think it's like 12, actually. I think it's like 12 and under, but I don't know. Like, I feel like 12 isn't that old. Like, I feel like you should keep going. Like, I don't know, 12's what? What grade's that? Like 6? I don't know. 6? 7?
I think 7th, yeah.
Yeah, 6th or 7th. I think you could go way past that. I don't know. So Emily, you said you trick-or-treated for a while still, or do you still trick-or-treat? You do? Are you going this year? Good. Dylan, Skylar, Jordan, you guys trick-or-treating or not so much? Jordan, Mike?
Not anymore.
Dylan doesn't. Skylar, are you going this year?
Depends on if my little brother is or not. I'll go with him if he is.
Oh, that's good. How old's your brother?
How old is Jade? 11.
11. Okay, yeah, so he's perfect to take. It's a good excuse. Maybe you can dress up too this year. So
Yeah.
you could do matching costumes. So, okay, thank you guys so much. Hopefully I'll see you guys next Wednesday. I appreciate this beyond belief, okay? Maybe you guys can be my regulars and keep showing up, okay? Take care, and if you need anything, reach out. Ask for help, okay? Bye, guys.